Hello and welcome to the E-Talk 2-1 Sports Podcast. I am Eric coming at you, and we had a great week last week, and we're looking to dive into this week nice and strong. We've already hit the first half under in the Jags Titans, under 20. Beat the number, and we cashed it for the first half. We're sitting on Jags plus 1.5, up 17-0 right now, and two out of our three player props have cashed, so already we're picked up where we left off and cashing tickets. So, like I said before, my number one priority is making myself money and making my clients money. That's just what I'm doing. And if you want to hop on board, hey, we got more than room, and that's my priority in life right now. This is how I provide for myself and my family, and is winning bets. And I'm trying to help you guys along the way and make you guys some money. So let's dive right into my thoughts for the upcoming games for the weekend. Number one, AB. I mean, there's this saying, when it shits, it pours. And first of all, let me just say, I don't know. Like, a lot of people are getting on podcast, on the radio, on TV, and claiming this, that, and everything. I don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. AB knows what happened, but he's not going to say so. The people he's done stuff to knows what happens. And, I mean, dumped by Nike, farting in a doctor's face, police called, 18 times to his place, more women saying he sexually assaulted him. I've always been, hey, if what people say is true, it's awful. But I don't know, and the Patriots have the most information probably out of anybody, and if they're going to let him play, then, hey, we'll see. I mean, but if what he did is true, it's awful. Don't get me wrong, it is awful, and I don't think he should be playing in the league. So that's going to be an interesting situation. Is that to distract him? The Patriots did have a big blow this week to the offensive line with Isaiah Wynn going on the injury reserve for 8 weeks. I mean, losing a lineman, that's big. He's protected Brady, and without Brady, that doesn't go. So that was a big little blow for the Patriots, but they have the Jets this week, and they'll cruise, huge 20-point favorite, along with the Cowboys, who are another 20-point favorite, who are going to be facing Josh Rosen. Don't get me wrong. The thing with Rosen is, he went to the Cards, got kicked out because of Kyle Murray. Now he's going to be here. He's going to start, and they're going to draft a quarterback. So he's going to be in the same situation he was in. So you kind of have to feel for him in that sense. I mean, I'm all about people getting opportunities and everything, but he just got another one of those things where he's kind of got thrown in, and they want to move in a different direction, and he's not the guy. And unfortunately, this will probably be his career, where he's just going from team to team and everything like that. As I'm watching the Titans-Jags game right now, let's jump to the Jalen Ramsey thing. To me, this is the biggest, what in the world? I thought for sure after that blow up with Doug Moreau on the sidelines, he was gone. He was outie. But he's out here playing, and teams are calling for him and everything to be traded. He wants to get paid. His agent, he's got some big defensive linemen, Collins and Thomas. He's got those guys paid. And people are saying that he's going to go to the Chiefs. Chiefs just signed Tyreek Hill to a big contract. They got to re-up Mahomes. And now they're going to afford Jalen Ramsey. I just don't see economically how they can afford all three of those people and not suffer with other positions and thus not be able to compete with the Patriots. And I'll be honest, they're not even competing with the Patriots right now. They haven't beaten the Patriots in the playoff, and in my opinion, you're not beating someone, you're not competing with someone until you actually have a win in a meaningful situation. And another thing with Jalen Ramsey, everyone talks about shutdown corners. My thing is this, I don't believe in shutdown corners. I believe if a quarterback throws at you with the rules now in the NFL, it's going to be a PI or something, or there'll be a completed pass. They won't go to Jalen Ramsey's side of the field because the other DB is weaker, so they just attack him. Just like if you're playing basketball and the guy can't go left, what do? You force him to go left. But now he's talking a little bit more, and quarterbacks are going to him. He's getting exposed. He's good, but he's not as good as everyone hyped him up to be. And don't forget, he dropped a pick six that would have been huge in that game last week against the Texans. So everyone, in my eyes, is kind of overestimating this Jalen Ramsey shutdown corner. He's good, but he's not a shutdown corner. I really believe there's no such thing as a shutdown corner. The Saints haven't named a starting quarterback yet. What? So you're telling me that you don't know who's starting? Teddy Bridgewater or Taysom Hill? And this whole thing is like a real phenomenon to me. Sean Payton is saying that Taysom Hill is the next Steve Young. And I posted something about this on Instagram, and this guy told me I didn't know what I was talking about. I said I didn't know football. It's a little sidetrack before I get to my thing I was going to mention about the Saints. If I don't know football, why am I winning as much as I am betting? Why are people asking me for my opinion to come on other podcasts and other radio shows? Why have I won over $35,000 in 2 weeks playing DraftKings? And why am I top 20 in the Super Contest? But hey, I don't know the game. I don't understand football. I love it when people are like that and they're so close-minded and they don't see the whole thing. To me, that cracks me up. But hey, you know what? Haters are gonna hate, and that guy was just trying to talk crap. But I really find that funny when people say that I don't know what's going on. I mean, look at what I'm putting out, the winners I'm putting out, the money I'm winning, and I don't know what's going on? Come on, bro. Anyway, enough with that. Back to my thing. If Payne says that Taysom Hill is the next Steve Young, which I don't believe he is, why isn't he starting him? Why isn't he playing him? That's what I want to know. In my opinion, the last 2 years, the Saints, they've been the best team in the league, and they have 0 Super Bowls. 0. And really, that's on Payne. He's played Taysom Hill at some bad times and not had a skilled player in there and tried to get him the ball, and it hasn't worked out. If they would have had their skilled players on the field, they would have won some of those games. And running gimmick plays with Taysom Hill, come on. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Teddy Bridgewater is all that. I've never been a big Teddy Bridgewater guy. And it was awful when he got hurt. But I do think he's a better option than Taysom Hill. I don't think Taysom Hill is all that. He's a gadget player, and gadget players can only get you so far. But the whole quote comparing to Steve Young was really weird to me and really caught me off guard, and that was my point. Why is he saying stuff like that? That's what I don't understand. Why? The next thing, there's been a big injury that was reported today. Marlon Mack, mild calf strain. And those take a little bit of time. Mack has been balling out, and he's going to be a big loss for him, but he's been injury prone. So I'm pretty high on this Colts team. I'm not going to lie. I think they could win the South right now. And that injury is going to hurt them because Mack's not going to be there able to run the ball. He's been running the ball great. I believe he's got the most touches in the league right now in terms of running back. And losing him is going to be a huge blow for the Colts. Also, Cam. I mean, let's face it, last Thursday when he wasn't getting that ball on that 4th down, when was there a 4th down and 1 and Cam wasn't running the goddamn football? When? I don't remember one. And last Thursday, I'm watching that game and I'm like, he ain't that healthy. And now he may not play against the Cards because of his foot. You could see that coming a mile away. And don't get me wrong, everyone hates Cam, which I don't understand why. I really don't understand why people hate Cam. Arrogant, maybe. Cocky, maybe. I am too. People hate me. So maybe that's why I like Cam. But he's diving, laying it all out in the field. And that's another thing. Like, people in the media, they're so quick to point out the negative stuff or to jump to conclusions with the negative stuff. Or when something happens, us as people break out our cell phones. Oh, let me record this. You know, someone getting their asses kicked, a fight, whatever. Here's an idea. If someone's getting their asses kicked, why don't you go help? Why don't you call the cops? Why don't you try to intervene? No. Let me get my phone and record this. That's the society we're in. And even with the media, a bad thing happens, TMZ is there, social media is there, Twitter posting, Instagram posting. It's awful. It is awful. And C.J. Anderson of the Lions, he got cut. He got cut when he was doing like a PR thing for some kids thing. And what did he do? Did he just leave? No, he He finished. Why aren't people reporting on that? Why? Here's a guy in the NFL doing a good thing, and no one's saying anything about that. I just don't like how right now in the league, everyone's just saying all the negative stuff. Also, another thing in the league I'm not a big fan are all these penalties. There's 15 flags thrown in the first half. 15 flags of this Jags-Titans game. There were awful calls last week. Broncos got hosed. Saints got hosed at TD. This year's going to be the year where there's a god-awful call at the Super Bowl that's going to cost the team. There's going to be a god-awful call, and it's going to cost the team the Super Bowl, and then hopefully we can make these officials more responsible for this crap they're pulling on the field, because these officials are just doing whatever the hell they want to do. And a perfect example of that was the Broncos-Bears game last week. Oh, hey, let's just put an extra dollar on and see what happens. Extra second on. Hey, let's just see what happens. What? And you're going to put an extra second on the clock? I mean, these officials have just gotten to the point where it's just like, ugh. Well, that's kind of been my rant for the week, looking into the week coming up. As always, I have daily packages, weekly end packages, and I have a monthly package available. We've been killing it to start off football, up over 25U in NFL, and big day-to-day starting. If you sign up for the packages, you get all my plays, everything. Everything you want, everything I personally wager, and I will send to you. And that's another thing. I'm not one of these guys who, do this, do that. No. What I'm betting, I give to you. So I'm not one of those guys that say, hey, bet this. No. I'm actually throwing out tickets myself. And like I said, winning money and helping my clients are the thing. So if you're a part of my team and you have a question or want to know why I do a play, I'll be more than gladly to break everything down for you. That's what I'm here for. Well, anyway, that's that. Thanks for tuning in. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'll be expanding this, adding more music as time progresses, and giving a little more funk to it, if you will. But anyway, comment, like I said. Good luck this weekend, and may the gambling gods be with you. That is, unless you're on the opposite side I am.